So I've been getting a lot of questions online and by some customers about what's the best way to tell if my chains need to be swapped out, if they're not completely stretched or chewing into the chain tensioner. So I had some time in the shop and figured I would go through swapping out a chain and showing you the difference between a new chain and a worn chain. So hopefully this will work. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so. So I've already pulled out the chain and you can see how it's been chewing down into the tensioner a little bit. I've already swapped out the tensioner once on that one. That one's riding pretty good where it's supposed to be. This one got really tight in the top as well as the, see if I can get some more light on there. It got really tight on the top and loose on the bottom, so the tensioner popped up too soon and was causing extra wear and tension on it. Kind of part of plowing. So what I did is I have an old chain and a new chain, and you can see how much flex. The chain on the right's the old one. The one on the left is brand new out of the package. And you can see how much difference there is in the arc. I call it the frowny face. The bigger the frown, the more unhappy the chain is. So if I go right here in the middle of the flex, you can see it's about 3 1/4 of an arc, 3 1/4 inches of arc. And on this new chain that just came out of the package, you're looking about 1.5 inches of flex. And you can do it by hand. You don't have to lay it on a flat surface. Just makes it a little easier. But you'll feel it too when you pick the chain up and hold it and manually flex it. You'll feel how loose it is. So that's the best way I can describe if you're doing general maintenance on your machine, taking the chains off and cleaning them and whatnot, to tell if they're worn out or you should replace them. Some people choose to use half links or to knock out a full link. Personally, I believe I look at that as a trail fix, just to get you out of the nasty and back to civilization. I don't consider that a permanent fix. With what these machines can take you back into, I'd rather have a new fresh chain on my rig. And this is off my personal rig. So another way you can tell, especially on the rear chains, is if you pop the chain tensioner down all the way so it's loose, and if you can pinch them together and so if this tensioner is all the way up and it's almost touching the top, or in the wear block's not worn out, or if you drop the tensioner all the way down loose and pinch the top and the bottom together, that's also another way you can tell. If you pinch them together, then it's probably time to change your chain out under preventative maintenance. The way to tell if you can get away with putting a half link or a full link in, a half link or taking a full link out, would be to take that chain tensioner and put it down all the way and then fold the chain. If you can bring the links together, so if you can bring these links together and completely bring one of these up out of the equation so that they come together and touch, kind of make a triangle out of it. If that'll happen, then you can get away with putting a half link in or possibly taking a full link out. But as I said before, I look at that more as a trail fix to get you back to civilization. It's not a personal choice of mine. So I hope this helps you guys, and you can better tell on your own if you need to swap chains. The front chains, without having any tensioners on them and being so short, the best way to do it is if they're starting to rub, the bottom of the chain is starting to rub on the frame cross member that they run over, then you can pretty much say you need to get a new front chain. So I hope this helps you guys out, and happy Argoing.